Hey Scorpio, I hope you guys are doing great. It's Tipsy here to do your general love reading for September 1st through 15th. We'll jump right into the card pull by pulling some oracle cards just to see what the overall energy is surrounding this reading for you. And we had two cards that came out first. We have True Love. This is the romance of a lifetime. And we also have Make the Effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Let's see what we have for another oracle deck for the overall energy. And what we have for you is reconsider. All right, so let's get into some tarot and see what other information we can get for my Scorpio collective, starting with your current energy. And it felt like a card flipped, but it didn't. Scorpio's current energy. Well, we made up for it. We have the Nine of Swords and we have the High Priestess in reverse. For your person's energy, whether they're currently in your space or not physically, we have the Five of Chalices. For what's currently hidden, we have the Six of Wands. Advice from Spirit. We have the Chariot in reverse. And for your potential outcome, we have the Moon. All right, so let's grab another oracle deck or another tarot deck and see what other messages we have, if we can clarify this. We have the Hanged Man in reverse for your energy, Scorpio. For your person's energy, we have the Nine of Cups. What's currently hidden from you? We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Advice from Spirit. We have the Queen of Coins and we have the Page of Swords. And for your potential outcome, we have the Three of Cups in reverse. Okay, so let's grab some more oracle cards and get some final messages for you. Your current energy, we have Mall Crawl. For your person's energy, we have Who's Walking Who. What's currently hidden from you, we have Frigid. Advice from Spirit, we have Proposal. And then for your potential outcome, we have It's a Plan. Okay, Scorpio, let's get into this because this reading is all over the place. So the overall energy that's surrounding this reading for you all, we have True Love, we have Make the Effort, and we have Reconsider. So what this feels like is that, and I do think that this is someone who is in your life currently in some way, shape, or form. That this is someone who at least once upon a time you felt very strongly about, that you wanted to establish a relationship with, like this was the great love of your life. And something happened where you are trying to figure out whether or not this is worth you putting any effort in anymore. That you are questioning whether or not this person should remain on your life's path. And it feels like a very, very difficult energy. It almost feels like I'm in a fog right now where I'm like sort of struggling for words. Things just aren't very clear to me, is what it feels like. So there seems to be a lot of contemplation, a lot of thought about whether or not this person is worth you investing any more of your time, energy, all of that. Looking at your current energy, we have the Nine of Swords. We have the High Priestess in reverse. We have the Hanged Man in reverse. And we also have Mall Crawl. On the hunt, retail therapy, meeting at the mall, pleasantly surprised, or a happy find. And so what it feels like for your current energy is there's a lot of restlessness There's a lot of worry. There's a lot of, I don't know. I just don't know. And even more than that, it feels like right now you can't even trust yourself because these emotions are so all over the place. You don't know. You have no idea. And with the Hanged Man in reverse, it feels as though you're trying to get to a place of understanding. You're trying to look at things from different angles. You're trying to unstick yourself. And it feels like you're hoping that at some point there's something that will come in that will help things click for you, that will sort of come in and make it all better. Looking at your person, we have the 5 of Cups, we have the 9 of Cups, and we also have who's walking who. Control or power issues, resistant, unenthusiastic, being led on, getting pulled, and overwhelmed. So what it feels like is this person feels as though they have sort of lost control of this situation. Whatever it is that went down between you all, there's a whole lot of regret. There's a whole lot of disappointment in self. It feels like this person dropped the ball somehow. And while you make them happy and they can see a lot of potential with you, they're sort of in a place right now where they're at your mercy. Whether you know that or not, it feels as though they can't make a move until you do. Like they can't come forward, they can't leave. They're sort of sitting here stuck in their regret and not knowing what to do to recapture their happiness. But it really feels as though right now you actually have the upper hand in this relationship. So looking at what's currently hidden, we have the 6 of Wands, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and we also have frigid, chilly, cold personality, cold-hearted, getting iced out, not happy, situation needs time to thaw. So what it feels like right now is that whatever's happened, you are in the thick of it. You are absolutely in the thick of it. And it doesn't feel as though things are changing. It feels like you are sort of stuck where you are. You're stuck thinking. You're stuck in this worry, this anxiety, this sleeplessness, this stress. What you don't see coming is that there is victory on its way. You will get out of this and you will come out better than where you are now and where you were when you sort of came into this scenario. So there are good things coming. You just need to hang tight for a little while longer. I know that's asking a lot, but just hang tight because goodness is on its way. So let's try and see what that looks like. Looking at advice from Spirit, we have the Chariot in reverse. We have the Queen of Coins. We have the Page of Swords. And we also have proposal. Get proposed to, surprise gift, something that is proposed, things moving to the next level. So what I'm feeling for you, Scorpio, is that Spirit is saying, in the midst of all of this confusion, don't be so quick to rush off. Sort of just take a little bit of time and sit with everything and what's going on, what has happened, and process. But be aware that this person wants to offer you something. They want to offer you something more solid. So prepare yourself for this. And I feel like Spirit too is saying to be open to it. And I want to say this with a caveat. So whatever went down between you all, and again, this is a general reading, so I can't, specifically point to one person and say this happened to you, if this is a case of abuse or cheating or something like that, then yeah, it's probably confusing, it's probably hurtful, and you should think really, really, really hard about giving that person another chance. It's probably not the best idea. If it's something like they got you the wrong thing for your birthday, or they accidentally called you their ex's name that they haven't seen or heard from in 20 years, but they were half asleep and they had a few shots of Hennessy, maybe that's something that you all can get past. But use your best discernment about whether or not you move on from this person. Whatever happened between you two is something that is harmful to you physically, emotionally, mentally, or any other way that harm can come to a person. So make sure that you use your discernment. For those who just, they kind of stub their toe, it might be worth revisiting. But this is something that you have to sort of process and think through. Should you decide to move forward with this person who is not a total asswipe, we have the Moon, we have the Three of Cups, and we have It's a Plan. Getting asked out, text message, or call with intent to date, tentative plans, making or solidifying plan. What I'm feeling is that I think that if you sort of reconnect with this person, that things will start off extraordinarily slow. I don't think things will move fast at all. I think that you're going to be pretty hesitant. It's like you're open to an extent. It very much feels as though you are going to be sort of watching this person. You're going to be watching, and that's what Spirit recommended, right? With the Page of Swords. This is you being observant, seeing what this person is bringing to your doorstep. I don't think that you're going to be, at least initially, super excited about this person coming back to shoot their shot. I think that you're still going to have a lot of questions that need to be answered, a lot of past hurts that need to still be addressed. But I do think that you will set aside some time that you and this other person will have a sit down. And I don't feel like it's going to be super deep initially. I think that both of you are sort of testing the waters. You to see if you can trust this person, and this person to see if you'll accept what they're offering. So it's going to go very slow, and this is entirely up to you. Like I said, this person is at your mercy, and they can't move until you do. So I'm going to grab one last oracle card for you and see what final message Spirit has. And what we have for you is cause effect. You are aware that the love you create in your thoughts is an agent of change and the foundation of your results. So this is you, I think, knowing what you're worth, sort of trusting yourself again, knowing that you are able to use your discernment to figure out who's for you and who's not for you. And I think that because of that, this person is looking like, yeah, I messed this up. So now I'm reaping the seeds that I have planted. And they understand that the place you're in, where you are starting to trust yourself, that you are being more discerning, that you are being more observant, and you're sort of standing your ground. They know that if they don't match that energy that you're putting out, if they don't come to you appropriately, then this is absolutely not going to go anywhere. So Scorpio, I know that this is hard and stressful right now, but stay grounded, and if you think it's appropriate, let this person show you what it is that they're offering. But be discerning about it. Be very selective in what energy you bring into your space. And if you decide to move forward, there's no need to rush. Take your time. Okay? So I'm going to leave it there for you. I hope that this was helpful, and I hope that it resonated with you somehow. If it did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. In the meanwhile, stay safe, stay healthy, and I am sending you all huge hugs.